eProject Builder's accreditation feature allows ESCOs to apply for accreditation with the National Association of Energy Service Companies, or NAESCO. Companies seeking NAESCO accredited status must apply to a committee of industry experts and undergo a rigorous examination of their core competencies and business practices. The accreditation process requires that ESCOs collect information on their company as well as relevant projects and submit it to the NAESCO board through the eProject Builder NAESCO Accreditation feature. First, you must register for an EPB account if you are not already registered. Note that each accreditation application can only be associated with a single eProject Builder account. Before beginning your application, consider whether one individual at your organization or multiple individuals will be responsible for submitting your application. If multiple people plan to work on the accreditation application, it is recommended that your organization create an organizational level email account, for example, epb@esco1.com. Then use this email address when creating your account request. This will allow multiple staff members to access the online application and associated projects in the EPB database. Now we will demonstrate how to initiate your accreditation application. Once logged in to EPB, click Applications and NAESCO Accreditation. We strongly recommend that accreditation applicants review the EPB NAESCO Accreditation Guide and the NAESCO Master File, which can be found in the appropriate instructions package for your application category on the left-hand sidebar. To create a new application, click New Application and complete the relevant information. Once your application has been created, you are taken to the Application Summary tab. The Summary tab provides important information on the status of your application, including whether required documents or projects are missing. It also informs you how many projects, including the exact number of reference projects, you must complete based on the information you provided when initiating the application. You can refer back to this tab as you complete your application to determine which items are still outstanding. The accreditation module consists of two main components: documents and projects. Documents are uploaded to the application on the Documents tab. The red indicator means that a file has not yet been uploaded, whereas a green check mark indicates that a file has been uploaded. Note that the three different application types, ESCO, ESP, and EEC, require different sets of documents. Click the panel of the document type you wish to upload, and then click the Add Files button to upload a document from your computer. You may upload more than one document for any of the document types. Once all of the documents have been uploaded, the Documents tab will display as complete. The Project section is where your project data are entered and uploaded. The number of projects required in your application varies depending on how many performance and non-performance projects your ESCO has conducted in the past 60 months for new applications or in the past 42 months for renewal applications. You can initiate a new project in EPB within the accreditation feature, which is what the vast majority of applicants do. Alternatively, if you have already entered a project in EPB, you can include that project in your application by clicking Add Existing Project. Since the majority of users enter new projects into EPB for accreditation from within the accreditation feature, this video covers this method. Click the Add New Project button and complete the basic project information: project name, market segment, and zip code. If the project is in the state or local sector, choose a submarket. If it is a federal project, choose the federal contract type. Then, add information to a project by clicking Edit under the Action menu. For each project that an applicant wishes to include, you must complete the following steps. First, upload a populated eProject Builder non-calculating data template that has all of the required data fields as indicated in the EPB NAESCO Accreditation User Guide. Second, complete the additional data fields in the online user interface. Third, convert the project to approved status. And fourth, provide at least 1 year of measurement and verification data if the project is designated as a reference project. Note that these tabs must be completed sequentially. You cannot move on to the next tab until the one before it is data complete and has met all requirements. Once a certain step has been completed, the tab will change from a red incomplete indicator to a green completed checkmark. There are a few important things to note on the Template Data tab. All accreditation applicants must use the non-calculating data template available on the accreditation homepage on the left-hand sidebar. You can also download and use a version of the non-calculating template that has the required fields color-coded. You can review which project data template fields are required for accreditation in the appendices of the EPB NAESCO Accreditation User Guide. Note that the required fields will vary slightly depending on the project agreement type. For example, a guaranteed savings project, a UESC project, or a direct funded project. After you have uploaded the data template, the Projects tab indicates which, if any, data fields are missing from the template, along with the template cell reference location. There are several important things to note as you populate the EPB data template. First, be sure to use the latest non-calculating template available for download in the accreditation feature. The calculating template will not upload for accreditation purposes. Next, if you choose to copy and paste data from other documents, be sure to paste values only so you do not carry over any formatting, which can corrupt the template and block template upload. Next, do not use any macros or any other methods to link or flow data from another Excel file or other document to the EPB data template. This will break the template and it will not upload into the system. And lastly, be sure that the file you are uploading is in XLSX format. Once you've completed the template with required fields, upload it into the system. Now that the template fields are complete, I can move on to the additional data section. The additional data section is where you put information on project contact information, indicate whether the project is a reference project, and enter guaranteed energy and cost savings information if applicable. You must provide contact information for all reference projects and a minimum of 20 projects total. You must designate a certain number of projects as reference projects as indicated on the main projects tab of your application or the application summary tab. Reference projects have additional requirements. Reference projects must provide guaranteed annual energy savings and guaranteed cost savings information. Reference projects must also have a minimum of 1 year of measurement and verification data. Additionally, reference projects must have a project acceptance date that is within an eligible timeframe. More information on this is available in the EPB NAESCO Accreditation User Guide. All of these additional requirements should be taken into consideration when deciding which projects to include as your reference projects. Note that while you cannot populate the additional data tabs until the data template section is complete, it may be helpful to review the list of fields early in the data gathering process so you know ahead of time what data must be entered after you complete the template upload. You can also find a full list of these fields in Appendix F of the EPB NAESCO Accreditation User Guide. Once you have completed the additional data section, it is time to convert the project to approved status. Now that the project is in approved status, you may enter M&V data. M&V data is only required for projects that are reference projects, but is optional for all projects. A minimum of 1 year of M&V data is required for reference projects, but you can enter more years if you'd like. To add an M&V year to a project, click the Add Performance Year button and indicate which year you'd like to include. Complete the required fields, including M&V report date and project acceptance date. M&V years must have a minimum of 1 quantity and cost savings pair. For example, at a minimum, users must enter electricity savings in kilowatt hours and electricity cost savings. Click the Include M&V Year in Application checkbox. Note that if you have projects that were already in EPB and had approved M&V years associated with them already, those M&V years will appear here by default and their values will be pre-populated. You can see that now all 4 tabs are data complete, as indicated by the green check marks. Going back to the main projects table, we can also see that the completion status has been updated. Repeat this process of entering project data until you have met all of the requirements outlined at the top of the Projects tab. Once you have uploaded all of the required documents for your application and have completed the Project section, the Summary tab will indicate that your application is ready to be submitted to the committee. Submit Application will appear on the sidebar. Click the Submit Application link and click OK. This concludes the eProject Builder training video on the EPB NAESCO Accreditation feature.